Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 14, 30 days of meditation. It is Saturday morning, and I look forward to sharing this practice with you today. Today's an exciting day. I'm starting to take over a Kundalini yoga class at Star Mill Yoga, so I'm excited about starting that journey today. And I wanted to talk a little bit today to start with the role of playfulness in your meditation practice. I think being playful is such an important part of engaging with a meditative practice, to have fun with it, to bring joy and open up to the experience of your practice in a playful way, kind of opens up your heart and allows you to connect to it in a way that is more effective, I feel. When I was a kid, I loved to play basketball. Um, and one of the ways I like to play basketball most was to go knock on my neighbor's door and ask my friend if he wants to play some street ball. And my neighbor actually had a very cool basketball court. So we'd go there and shoot hoops and just play pickup games, play horse. It was so much fun. It was also fun to play in a game too. That competition and getting your uniform on and everything was also really fun. That was a different kind of playfulness. It was a little more serious, but also fun in a different kind of way. So I like to think about that when it comes to meditation is there's a serious part, but there's also a playful part and thinking about ways to bring playfulness into your practice. So for example, for me, I've been playing around with when I wake up to meditate. And for these 30 days, I've been waking up at 5 in the morning. And one of the cool things I'm finding is when I wake up in the morning, I hear the hoot of an owl every morning. I never knew there was an owl that lived right outside my house until I woke up at 5 in the morning and there the owl is. But the even cooler part is I played around with meditating in the evening yesterday. And guess what? The owl was still there hooting at me. So it was kind of a playful reminder of no matter what time that you practice, there can be cool things that happen, and interesting things that happen no matter what time of day that you practice. That can be a fun thing to play around with. Another thing that can be fun to play around with is when you start your practice, you can play around with how you start and connect to your practice. Like, for example, we do the Om to start our practice, but it can be fun to play around with what spiritual connections you have as a way to start your meditation practice. If you're connected to Christianity, maybe you pray to Jesus. If you're Buddhist, maybe you pray to Buddha. So it can be another fun way to play around with your practice and see what happens. So before we practice today, I'd like to share one of the playful ways my daughter shares with the world, and that's through her art. So this is a gift she gave me a few years back, and it's a picture of a lotus flower that she made. So for those of you that haven't seen a lotus flower, when we're picturing a lotus flower of our heart, this is my daughter's representation of a lotus flower. And that can be another fun way to engage with a meditative practice is use your creativity, whether it's through drawing or poetry. My guru is a poet, so a lot of the ways that he shares with us is through his poetry. So one of the poems I really like is, I am spirit, I am truth, I am love divine, this body, mind, a dream of mine. I am spirit, I am truth, I am love divine, this body, mind, a dream of mine. So again, play around with what feels fun to you, whether it's creating with art or poetry or playing around with who you invoke before your meditative practice. So have fun playing. So on that note, let's engage with our practice today. So get comfortable on your mats. As we get ready for our meditation practice, getting comfortable, starting to connect to your body. For me, one of the ways I like to play around with the energy before I begin is just noticing and playing around with what's going on in my body. So kind of trusting my own awareness and intuition to bring awareness to what in my body needs a little bit of attention. So noticing where I'm holding stress and using my breath to connect to that stress in my body. And as you breathe out, see if you can relax and release that energy. And again, breathing in, relaxing and releasing, playing around with if you need to move as you breathe out to get that energy to relax and release a little bit more. Again, allowing your intuition to guide you a little bit in this part of your practice. Really trying to tune into what you need to feel calm and settled for your practice. Breathing in and breathing out and relaxing. And as we start our practice today, I'd like you to think about an energy that you would like to connect with today as we start our practice. If you're a spiritual person, maybe pick something from your spiritual tradition. If you're not as spiritual and you connect to nature, maybe connecting with something from nature. If you resonate with connecting to your ancestors, maybe connect with somebody in your lineage. Taking a moment to connect with what energy resonates with you. And as we chant the sound of Om, also connect with that energy that you've chosen. Calling upon those energies to be present as we practice today. Bringing our hands to our heart. Breathing in and chanting Om. Om. As we can now connect to the lotus of our heart. Golden lotus. For me, I'm visualizing the lotus my daughter drew, taking shape in the lotus of my heart. A golden color. And as I breathe in, the golden petals open in my heart. And as I breathe out, the golden petals close into a bud. Feeling this golden lotus in the center of your spine behind your sternum. Blooming as you breathe in with the sa sound. Closing into a bud with the hum sound as you breathe out. I invite you to breathe through your nose if possible. Giving the sa breath inward, mentally chanting. Hum as you breathe outward. Bringing your awareness into the center of your lotus. Visualizing yourself shrunken down to a miniature size to fit in the center of your lotus. As you breathe in, the lotus petals open of your heart. As light, love, and healing pour in, filling you, bringing stillness and peace. As you breathe out, the golden petals are closing into a cocoon of light, love, and healing surrounding you. It's protective energy. It's peaceful, still energy. Continuing to breathe the Hamsa breath. So we now move into the willful breath. I invite you to match the movement of your breathing to the sound of me chanting the mantra. Breathing in with sa, sa. Breathing in, holding. Hum. Breathing out, holding the breath outward. Sa. Breathing in. Hum. One last time. Sa. Hum. Now allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Being a witness to your breath. Be like a child of 5. Open, receptive, innocent, and playful. Connecting with this inner beauty with childlike eyes and awareness. So we take one more breath, breathing in with sa, and grounding your breath with hum. And allowing yourself to rest in the stillness, connecting with the presence. As we close our practice, I invite you to bring your hands to your heart. And again, as we chant the sound of Om, giving thanks to whatever energies you invoked to be with you during this practice. As we chant the sound of Om to close our practice, breathing in. Om. And then slowly beginning to open your eyes. As we transition back into our day. Again, taking a moment to connect with your body. Just noticing anything your body might need to do as it begins to connect back with your day. Put your feet out, shake them out a little bit. So I hope everyone has a beautiful Saturday. You're finding something fun to do with your day. I think we're going to be going to Mystic today and checking out the seaport, which I'm excited about doing today. Also very excited about that Kundalini class will be starting today. It's at Star Mill Yoga. If anyone wants to hop over and join me, maybe I'll see you there. If not, tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., we'll continue our meditation practice. Till then, blessings.